guys, so it is now August, and that means Camp Nano is complete. And so I just wanted to give a quick update on how I did, how things went, and what happened. Basically, I had the goal of reaching 60K in Project Outlaw, which is the third in my fantasy series. And basically, I didn't make that goal. I got about 40K, which makes sense looking at it in retrospect. I have in the past easily reached 50K, somewhat easily. I'm not going to say like, ooh, it happened in a week. Like, it didn't. It was still a bit of a struggle and was a lot of fun in the past reaching 50K, but for like Nano in November and whatnot. But in this month, I wanted to see if I could stretch myself and try for 60K, but I knew this was extremely ambitious as I had just stepped into the AuthorTube community as an authortuber for the first time during a Nano event, and I knew that it can be a lot during these, the camps and then November. So I knew that it would probably add work, but I didn't know how much work. So this month was really an exciting experiment in what does it take to be an authortuber, kind of. So I learned a couple different things this month that I'm pretty excited that I figured out. The first being that sprints as an authortuber are very different than sprints as a co-host, and then very different from sprints, especially as a guest viewing, just being in the chat, or maybe not even in the chat, but just viewing. I have realized that being an authortuber takes work. There is a level of responsibility and work that goes into just doing YouTube, I guess. For example, with these streams, learning, because this was the first month that I actually hosted, and I had to figure out that, wow, okay, like there's a lot of buttons to press. For example, there's a lot to keep track of just during these streams. So I realized it was really hindering me from getting into the writing headspace during these streams. And they took a lot out of me, energy-wise. Just considering you have to press a lot of buttons. You need to make sure you're pressing the right buttons at the right time. For example, muting, unmuting, and all the banners, and making sure the cameras, there's a couple different settings in StreamYard for like close-up, not close-up, showing the timer, sharing your screen. So there's a lot of elements involved in streaming. So make sure you thank the person that you're watching in streams if you watch live writing sprints, because they're actually doing a lot of work for you to be able to be productive. So I had to basically figure that out. I figured that out in this month. And I actually, because of this, like outside of the streams, I ended up being so tired because I was doing so many. Oh man, I think I streamed like over 30 hours in July, both on other people's channels and on mine. And the social aspect of it, of having to talk and then be on camera for several hours, is something very different and unique that I was not expecting. Even while I'm writing, there's this awareness of being on camera that I didn't think of, that I thought, oh, I'm just sitting here writing like any other time. But it's not like any other time. So, being aware of that, and that it is different than your regular writing, was good for me, I guess, to figure out. But I'm still going to be doing streams, but I'm also going to be making sure I have time outside of streams to actually write. And I think I've also figured out that maybe actual writing isn't good for me during streams. I found that editing is actually it works better for me. I don't know, it's a different headspace, I guess. So it's easier to go in and out of than being in the world and the writing, that being interrupted every 15, 20, 25 minutes and being aware even during it to check chat, to check everything's still okay. The camera hasn't gone off. I haven't accidentally unmuted myself. Something disastrous hasn't happened and I've clicked off it, or something like that, So there's a lot of interruptions and distractions during streams that I find with writing doesn't really work for me. So like I said, I figured out that maybe doing editing or outlining or some sort of plotting, writing down notes. I sometimes take online classes that are just for fun. So doing those, reading books, like reading Save the Cat during a stream would be beneficial, because for me, certain things are better to be interrupted and distracted during than others, and the writing just is not one of those. So figuring all that out, I really didn't consciously hit until the end of the month. So here I was struggling and trying to do all these streams and write while streaming the whole month. So I feel like even though I did not win, I feel like we always say, we have that word count spreadsheet in our community that Jules, the dawdling writer, made. You, even though you don't write, there's certain things that should count for like points. And I think that learning about AuthorTube and doing this as the first time definitely counts for something and should be taken into consideration. And I feel like 40K is still amazing, and I'm so proud of the progress I've made, and the quality of work has been great. I'm very happy with the story. I've had to erase and go back, and it's been a lot of work figuring this particular story out. It's been a little tricky. So, in any case, that's what's kind of happened. But I also just kind of want to put this out there. In the next couple weeks, I actually do have an announcement, possibly. I am figuring out my publishing plans, and I have a book that is very close to being ready to publish. It is with the final proofreader right now, and she has maybe like a quarter of the book left to do, and everything is ready once she finishes and I go over her notes. I've done all the notes that she's given me thus far. She just has to finish that last bit, and I have to finish it. It's going to be ready after that. So I'm thrilled about that. And so possibly discussing that series more. I haven't talked about that series, as much as I probably should be to get you guys interested, I guess. I don't know. But I just feel like if I tried to, like with the opportunities I've had, it wouldn't have felt natural. So I do plan on making a video about the publishing plan, as well as talking about my series a little bit more. So that's really exciting. I'm excited for some of the YouTube videos I am planning in the future. And just, I'm excited. There's a lot to be excited about for me right now, so it's thrilling. Thank you guys for watching, and I hope that you guys did well or are proud of what you did during Camp Nano. And remember, you are not defined by what you do or what you don't do. So the progress you made during Camp Nano is wonderful, but that's not who you are as a person. Keep that in mind. With all that said, I hope you guys are doing awesome and are taking good care of yourselves, and that you are hopefully taking a slight break, at least, after camp, because I know I did. I didn't do anything yesterday, and it was lovely. We all need time for ourselves. Remember that. And I hope that you guys have a great day, and thank you for watching. Bye, guys. I've died. You are not defined about